Mullah Nasruddin's wife was in the kitchen stirring the rice pilaf when all of a sudden she heard thump, 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 thud. She shouted, "What was that?" Mullah shouted back, "Oh, it's nothing, darling, it's just my robe falling down the stairs." Mullah Nasruddin walks into the kitchen with blood pouring out of his nose, and his wife turns around and says, "What happened?" And he said very sheepishly, "Oh, I happened to be wearing it at the time." Then there's a little story about the monk who had been in the monastery for several decades, and it was time for him to leave and go out into the world. So closing the monastery gate firmly behind him, he walked down the road, and there, lying in a ditch, was a man, leprous sores suppurating from his body, sightless eyes that had been eaten away by the disease. And the monk, seeing this sight, all that he had learned in the monastery rose up in him as a great wave of compassion. So he knelt down and put the leprous head on his knee. The man, his sightless eyes looking up at the monk, said, "Who is it that comes between my God and me? Even without my body, I have my love for him." With tears running down his face, the monk gently laid the head back down on the ground and rose up and discarded his monk's robes and walked off down the road naked. What is the deep meaning of this story for us? Have you discarded your monk's robes? What does it mean to walk naked down the road of life?
Because by then you don't have to have anything to cover yourself with. You are who you are, and not even, I don't think the monk pretended he was anything, certainly not, but he didn't need that anymore.
No. And where is compassion and pity and empathy and love now for us? Could it be, is it possible that they were the monk's robe that we were wearing for so long? Those qualities
actually find for myself, like with what I've just experienced in the last week or so, that it can be a really mixed up thing, you know. It's, I mean, for me, maybe I'm not enlightened enough or whatever, but I don't know. But it's, you know, you can have such anger and yet compassion, and it can be such a mix of things that, yeah, it can be quite confusing at times. It's not as simple as being this or that.
No.
When we're suffering and someone else is suffering, and even the suffering you see around, you know, I could find, you know, things on TV, or, you know, an RSPCA ad or something just sort of pierces your heart, and yet other times you can just be so raw and angry or joyous or whatever. It's like that complete, I don't know, dance.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe I'm just...
Not at all, because we do have this dilemma.
Yes. But it's somehow the same. It's kind of... I don't know if I'm making any sense here.
So what is it that changes in us? What does it mean to discard our monk's robes? What does it really mean to be naked?
Is it, sorry, go on.
I think it's not being attached to our garbs, to our robes, or whatever we're usually attached to in life.
Yes.
We still have them, but we're not attached to it.
No.
We can discard them at any moment.
Yes.
Or the emotions.
Yes.
You experience the emotion there,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't carry it with you down the road.
No. No. But what do compassion, empathy and pity connote for us?
It's being with an open heart, one with life.
Yes, that we know, but it's separation.
It actually, yes, it's kind of, you know, it's like I said about my daughter, it's what she had to go through, and so we can have compassion for the suffering, but it's almost like, you know, that is when we're closest to God, really, because we're just so raw. There is no pretense, there's no
Absolutely,
pretending, there's nothing
absolutely
else.
so. No separation. We're feeling, living life. And this is a reconciliation of that paradox. And that's what we're on about. Thank you, thank you.